Remember this illusion we showed you earlier? Did you see a man with his head on a woman's shoulder? Or a woman with her head on a man's shoulder? No matter if you saw the man or the woman in this illustration first, what's more significant is that your brain quickly and efficiently perceived a face at all. Your brain is hardwired to see faces. It's called facial recognition. And what you see in these faces may influence another basic instinct: lust. What your brain considers attractive is determined by a surprisingly narrow formula. And it comes to its conclusions instinctively. We want you to be a part of the experiment. Pay attention. All you have to do is rank these faces from 1 to 5 in order of attractiveness, with 1 being the most handsome. You have 10 seconds. Ready? Go. All right, remember the rankings you chose, and let's see how it compares to these folks.
Ready? Go. Okay. Ah! Oh boy, this is tough. 5 seconds. He's cute. He's very cute. And time's up. Whew.
Are your rankings in line with our volunteer judges? Even if you're not totally in sync, you can probably see that a pattern of favorites is emerging. Next, we'll switch it over to judging female faces. You have 10 seconds to rank them in order of attractiveness, from 1 to 5, with 1 being the most good-looking in the group. Ready? Go. Now remember the sequence you chose and see if it matches with what these people decide.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. She's like a model. She's like a girl next door. And time.
How about you? What quick conclusions did you make? The most common ranking our participants chose was this. Do you agree with their choices? Well, they definitely agreed with each other. Here are the final results. Aside from a few exceptions, most of their rankings were the same, no matter if they were judging the same or opposite sex, regardless of their sexual preference. In mere seconds, they agreed on the same sequence 88% of the time. But why are their choices so consistent?
I don't know. It must be something up here.
So why do so many of us instinctively find the same faces attractive? You might be surprised to learn that what your brain finds attractive is not a person's eyes, hair, or skin. In fact, it might not be about the person at all. According to some scientists, it might just boil down to basic math.
When it comes to attraction, your brain is drawn towards a very specific measurement known as the golden ratio. Your brain is always on the lookout for it, without you even realizing it.
The golden ratio is a naturally occurring set of proportions which appears in everything, from nature to architecture to the human face. To see how the golden ratio works, let's play a game. Pay attention. The features on this face are going to move. You need to identify when you think the face is most attractive, and remember the number on the counter at the point that the face looks best to you. Ready? Go. Do you have a number in mind? Is that number 7? If you chose 7, or close to it, then your brain is automatically responding to the golden ratio, which is amazing considering you might not even know what the golden ratio is.
The golden ratio roughly equates to a face being 1.5 times as long as it is wide, and can be applied to the distance between all facial features, such as the distance between your pupils in relation to the whole width of your face. So why is a simple set of measurements enough to get your brain all hot and bothered? Here to put a human face on beauty is Corin Apicella of the University of Pennsylvania.
You might think that the golden ratio is this rare set of mythical measurements enjoyed only by a few people in the entire population. But the truth is actually far more surprising. It turns out that these ratios aren't attractive because they are so different. It turns out that they're attractive because they're more average.
Wait a minute. Since when is average the new attractive? It might seem counterintuitive, but time and again it's been proven that both males and females find average proportions more attractive than those that are unusual or extreme.
And what you might consider an average face really isn't.
Some scientists believe that average characteristics are preferred because they indicate a healthy mate or tribe member. And a healthy mate has a much greater chance of helping you create a healthy offspring. Of course, there are numerous indicators of good health. So you don't have to be movie star gorgeous to attract a mate. Still, it couldn't hurt to put your best face forward, right?